I learned to drive like this.
Yeah.
You too? 10 and 2. Well, driving experts say devices installed in all new cars to protect us may actually kill us if we're not holding the steering wheel properly. When it comes to driving, we're supposed to treat the steering wheel like a clock.
It's 12 at the top, 6 at the bottom, 9 at the side, and 3 at the side.
Most of us were taught to drive with our hands in the 10 and 2 position. But it appears pretty much anything goes these days. The 10 and 3 have positions. One hand on the wheel, one digging for sunglasses. One hand on top, or how about no hand? Where do you put your hands?
Usually just one on the top. Generally do a 10 and 2, just like this.
I think I'm more 11 and 1.
If your hands aren't in the right place, you could get seriously hurt.
ICDC driving instructor Jerry Bawal says airbags have changed the way many driving and safety experts think about steering wheel hand position.
Basically, where my hands are positioned now, that would be the 9 and 3 position. So it's kind of out of the way of the airbag, while the 10 and 2, as you can see, are kind of in the way of the airbag.
And that's important because airbags can deploy at more than 320 kilometers an hour, fully inflating in less than 1/20th of a second. If your hands are at the top of the wheel, they blow back. You punch yourself in the face at high speed. You can cause all kinds of injuries, break your nose. You can break your fingers, your arms. In fact, there's even cases of amputations with fingers or even whole hands ripped off by the speed of that airbag coming out.
It's an explosion inside the wheel.
This ICBC driving expert wants motorists to respect airbags and rethink their steering position. The 9 and 3 or even the 8 and 4 positions are now being recommended by policing agencies on both sides of the border.
If you can minimize the, loss of potential fingers, hands, or serious injuries to the face, why not do that?
Bottom line, one hand on the top of the wheel or one hand on the bottom just doesn't cut it anymore. And if you're a rookie behind the wheel preparing for your driver's test, here's an insider tip. If you palm the wheel, meaning you use only one hand to steer, or you grasp the steering wheel from inside the rim, that will be marked as an error on your driving test. Don't do it.
We're big at the palming.
Yeah, I remember that from a million years ago that I got my
Jurassic period.
So I guess this is news to BC drivers, this new hand position.
Some people have heard about this before, but the Angus Reid Public Opinion Group did some polling for CTV News and found that 10% of BC drivers say they have their hands on the 10 and 2 position all of the time. 50% only drive that way some of the time. And 63% of BC drivers were not aware that placing their hands at the 9 and 3 position will minimize the risk of injury in case an airbag is deployed. Now that you know, this will drive you crazy. Because when I drive, I'm still at 10 and 2, and I go, ooh, slide down.
Yeah.
Slide down.
But you're thinking about it.
I am thinking about it, but it's hard to change your habits after all these years. So give it a try. Now I'm afraid of my airbag, too. If you have a story idea, I'd like to hear it. There's my email, still on your site at ctv.ca. You can phone 604-609-2345. You can tweet me, and you can also get me on Facebook.